2.5 years to 3 years, all I have done has been to roll up my sleeves, remove my chieftaincy card, drop the titles, all the paraphernalia of the office, and put you first. I did that by analyzing the problems of the people as it concerns education, health, agriculture, dilapidated infrastructure, in some places non-existent infrastructure, road network, bridges, and all the rest of that. Empowerment program for the youths and for the women. Having put you first, the results abound. If you look around you, you see the evidence or evidences of your right choice. Congratulations. This is my way of saying the job is not done. It's just the first phase of it. There is a second phase, and that is what it's about commencing, if you allow me. Because the needs of the people gives me sleepless nights. The only way I will have fulfillment is to see that those roads that you desire, that they are there. That those schools that need to be rebuilt, that they are rebuilt. Those hospitals that need to be attended to, that they are fixed. That those children that need to be repositioned with good empowerment, that is taken care of. That this agriculture that we are known for in Bende should be mechanized. That is the longing of my heart. Among all the desires, only you can make it happen. I am encouraging you to once again allow me. You will never regret it. I am assuring you, the second outing will be a double bountiful harvest for them from the constituency. Makodim Mabembe, please, send them to House of Representatives.
All right, that's the voice of Representative Benjamin Kalu as he seeks re-election into the National Assembly. That message is for the delegates and also stakeholders in the Bende Federal Constituency. Welcome to another edition of Ben Kalu's Mandate. It is a weekly engagement of Representative Benjamin Kalu with the good people of Abia State, especially Bende Federal Constituency that he represents at the National Assembly. We call it Ben Kalu's Mandate. Unprecedented program, of course, talking about bridging the gap between the parliament and the people. In fact, some other lawmakers are following suit, having a weekly engagement. But it started here, and of course, it is on Flow 94.9 FM, both on the terrestrial and digital platforms. I have our regular guest live in the studio today. Of course, we will throw the lines open early so that you can ask those questions that you always want to ask him, maybe due to technical issues because of the virtual connection that we do have regularly on this program. You can have an idea of what is happening also from the National Assembly, because he's the spokesperson of the House of Representatives. Representative Benjamin Kalu, glad to have you join us again on another edition of Ben Kalu's Mandate. Good morning to you.
Thank you very much, Michael.
It's
I'm glad to be here, and Bende people, Abia people, Nigerians, always a pleasure to engage with you. And I feel good being home. I feel good coming to your station to engage directly with my people. So I'm really happy to be here.
All right, let's begin the program with a burning issue as we look at the issue of security. It's quite unfortunate that it is really biting so hard in the southeastern part of the country, although it is not a situation affecting only the southeastern part of the country. But the question is, how soon are we going to see an end to the security situation, especially in the southeastern part of the country? I want to get your reactions to the events that took place lately, especially in Anambra State.
Thank you, Mike. First of all, I would like to commiserate with the family that lost their dear one through that gruesome murder and display of what we are not as Igbo people, who we are not as Igbo people. We are not these violent people. Igbos are not, this is not us. This is strange to us. We don't kill ourselves. We don't slaughter ourselves. We love one another. We build with one another. We build one another. So wherever this is coming from, it's a sad one, and I hope that the leaders in this region will not just talk the talk, but walk the talk of regional security integration program. Let's not just say it's Anambra. It's Anambra today, tomorrow it could be Imo State. Next tomorrow it could be Enugu, it could be Abia State, it could be anybody, it could be anywhere. And that is why we should come together. It's missing in the region. There's no integration policy of any kind, whether it is economic integration policy, whether it is regional security integration policy, educational integration policy, infrastructure development integration policy, and all the rest of them. We don't have that. Doing it, everybody being isolated with their own isolated individual programs will not give us what we are looking for, because the states are so close to each other. They might be in Abia and cause harm in Ebonyi. They might be in Ebonyi and cause harm in Anambra. They might live in Enugu and cause harm in Imo. So if you say you are successful in Imo and Anambra is weak, you are weak. If you say you are successful in Abia and Ebonyi is weak, you are weak. So you find out that the only cure is an integrative approach to it, where we come together, we join intelligence, we call a spade, and we'll make sure that we clean out those who are saying violence should be the new norm. It can never be the new norm. Violence will always remain the attitude of a deviant. Anybody who kills one another is a deviant. It doesn't matter the religion you belong to. If you slaughter your brother, you are unfit for the society. And many people claim it's ESN, it's IPOB. I doubt it. I really doubt that those who are doing these things are IPOB and ESN. I doubt it, because if you are asking for liberation of your people, do you kill the people you want to liberate? And it's how is killing one another a process of liberation? I'm a family member, I have members of my family, and I want to liberate my family. I start by slaughtering them. So by the time I slaughter the last person, who am I going to be liberating? I'll be liberating self. It's a wrong ideology if anybody is holding that. Let's stop killing ourselves. We can get whatever you are looking for through a properly structured way, an agenda. So this is my call to all of us, to the leaders, to stand up, rise up to the occasion, and see how we can build a more secured environment for us. You know what this is doing to us? We are losing businesses in this region. The resultant effect is the impact is making us poor. We came out from civil war and we tried to build on our own through self-help to build this region. Government did not assist us so much. How can you now begin to fight one another who helped to build this place? Our parents contributed money to build our schools, to build police stations, to build our hospitals, to build most of the things that we have here. And we start slaughtering ourselves. It is not the spirit of the heroes that has passed before us. Let us look at the consequences of this. I tell you, for example, if some of my partners overseas wanted to come into Nigeria to build a particular factory, and I nominated Abia State, and in fact Bende. I nominated Bende. When they did their findings, they said they are not secured. They cannot come. We've gotten the land, we have done all those things, but they say they cannot come. So, and I'm sure there are so many businesses that have refused to come in, and unemployment level will still increase. Government is not going to give you extra money for causing unemployment in your area or driving poverty higher. So let's begin to know that we are shooting ourselves and do something about it.
All right, let's move on to some national issues. Of course, talking about the Electoral Act, which is one of the gains of this present National Assembly, the 9th Nigerian National Assembly, in which you're a part of. What is the present state of that document, which is a law? The Electoral Act. I'm not talking about the amended one that we're waiting for the president to append his signature, because there are so many contentious issues surrounding that document, and one will be asking, which one are we using as it stands?
At the moment,
yes,
we are using the new Electoral Act.
Okay.
That's what we are using. And there is no contention in that Electoral Act except the section 84.8.
Yes.
And the 84.8 is alive, only that there is an additional clause that was added into it, which is in addition to. So after the full stop, you say in addition to all those declared as statutory delegates by the various constitutions of different political parties. That is just what is before Mr. President to sign.
Mr. President is yet to sign that.
He's yet to sign that, but it doesn't stop the flow of our efforts towards advancing our democracy. All he has done is to exclude statutory delegates, from Mr. President to governors, to former president, former House of Assembly member, House of Rep, and all those ones. So the primaries will be conducted by the elected delegate. But if you are party,
but if the president signs it into law before APC begins its primaries, will it also be effective?
Of course.
Will it be used?
Of course.
The president signs it into law before
the law does not work in retrospect.
Okay.
So if it is signed today, those who have operated within the parameters of the existing law before the signature, they have acted within the expectations of the law. But those who take their action after that law has been passed by Mr. President, have been assented to by Mr. President, you cannot live in the old law anymore. You have to do what the new law has, stated. So we'll arrange as if it is not signed, but we're also ready to act as if it is signed today, what we're supposed to do. But if you ask me as an individual,
yes,
the importance of having that in the law, people have been misunderstanding it, that it's just to cover the interests of the National Assembly members.
I was going to ask you.
No, it's not that. It's not that. It's not self-serving. I say so because most of these ex-this, ex-that, who make up these statutory delegates, if you investigate stakeholders of the political party who give the blood, the fire, the life with which the political parties in their various places operate. So if you don't give them sense of relevance, they'll pull back.
Okay.
And that will affect the speed of the advancement of our democracy. That is the truth. Let me give you an example. You have ex-governors who control a block of, even the elected delegates. They give them money to go, they call them for meeting, cook for them, encourage them, solve the problems of their children, and then during election of those who represent either the state or the federal government, they don't have a right to vote. There is something it will do to them psychologically, because you have reduced the element of their relevance. They will step back a bit, and they are stepping back a bit. Just imagine where, for example, Dr. Kalu'S pulled back, Senator T.O.J. pulls back, another prominent people pull back from the system. The people who are our supporters will be left unattended. They will be like sheep without shepherd. The only way to increase the involvement of these leaders is to give them that sense of relevance, that listen, your vote is important, so that those who want to climb into the new position will come and start consulting with them. Because you're going to shift the focus of those who want to run election from consulting the leaders to consulting the led. So assuming now I sit in my federal constituency, and somebody who want to run for House of Assembly, governorship election, comes to my federal, constituency,
okay,
and doesn't want to see me. He goes to now see the elected delegate that I sponsored to be elected. You know what that does to me? It means that he can do without me. When he leaves, I'll stay back in my house during your general election. Let those people who you went to go and say, let them go and do your election, and there will be crisis. So it has the power of integrating the participation of the key role players in the advancement of our democracy. And if we say participatory democracy, let us open it up again. Although the political parties that have included it in their constitution,
yes,
if they choose to go that way and say our statutory delegates will still be there, because it's a party arrangement, I don't think INEC is going to say no. All we are doing with the law is to make sure we strengthen it, that nobody can jettison it in their various constitution of the political parties.
All right. In case you just joined us, it is the weekly engagement of Representative Benjamin Kalu with the good people of Abia State. We do this every week anyways, right here on the Flow of Godson State, both on the terrestrial and digital platforms. We're live on Facebook already, facebook.com/Flow949FM. Representative Benjamin Kalu is very much live in the studio today to take on your questions. Very soon we will be throwing the lines open. We're still talking the Electoral Act. Now, we've seen, because we've been on the field, the opposition party in Nigeria, PDP, started with its primaries. That was on Sunday, the House of Assembly and the House of Representatives. Findings by journalists reveal that there is a breach to some of these electoral acts. So what happens? For example, the Section 84, subsection 12, where appointees cannot be delegates. They cannot be voted for, or except they resign, which actually led to some ministers resigning. So what happens if that is being breached? Because some persons are still hoping that the Supreme Court will interpret in their favor, and they are still holding on to that appointment.
You do not disobey the current law in anticipation of a ruling that is yet to be given by you don't preempt the court.
Okay.
If the status quo says this is what the position of the law is, you have to comply. You cannot delay your obedience to the law because you are waiting for anticipatory judgment. A judgment that is that has not been handed. It could go neither here nor there. So anybody who is thinking in that direction.
So the status quo here is what is in that electoral act.
The status quo is there. It's a law. Okay. It's already existing. It's been passed into law. What we're doing now is amendment. So if you really want to comply with the law, you have to obey what the expectations of 84:12 says. And anybody who disobeys it is to his own peril, because I say you're only increasing the litigations on the corridors of the courts, because the court will be flooded with litigations that borders on pre-election matters.
Okay.
So this is what we are trying to clean up with our electoral reform efforts. So they are compounding the problems we are trying to solve if they disregard the provisions of 84:12, which Mr. President himself has, through his action, obeyed by asking his lieutenants who are interested in pursuing their aspiration to comply with. So if Mr. President asks that people should comply with it, subject to the ratification by the Supreme Court, I don't think anybody has any right to say we cannot comply with. If you do so, then you wait for your opponent in court and they will floor you there.
Okay, let's talk about your aspiration, your second term aspiration to return to the National Assembly and represent Bende Federal Constituency. The primary election that will be the decider for you will take place on May 27, I believe, 28, 27, because of the revised timetable released by your party yesterday. How has the preparation been? How has been the preparation, especially meeting with stakeholders in Bende? I know you've been at home for a while now. The National Assembly is on recess, just to allow lawmakers to also participate in the process.
Yeah, thank you very much. You see, this is a very important time in the life of Bende, and has strived towards living under development and embracing development strides. The hope of getting that done is in the hands of the delegates, okay. And that is why whichever way they decide will affect what happens.
Have you been meeting with them?
Definitely, we are consulting and we are engaging, and I am sure the delegates know what they want for Bende to move forward. And I must say also that
some analysts predicted that you will leave APC because of the crisis rocking the party.
Leave where?
That you might leave APC.
Leave where? I'm not leaving anywhere.
At some point, there were issues with the party register right here in Abia State. Some person said the official party register is with the Azikiwe axis, then the other said it is.
That's something like that. That's something like that. Those people don't have their findings well done, you know. Leave which party? This party that I suffered to win election with. Before I came on board, has the party ever won election? The party has never won election.
Is APC united in Bende as we speak?
Full stop. APC is united. You're going to see the meeting we have. We're supposed to have a meeting tomorrow, which I'm actually using this opportunity to cancel because we have some people who are running for governorship and president visiting, and some of them will be needed there. So we decided to shift the meeting that you have been advertising since morning. That meeting included everybody. Yeah, we don't no faction. We are not building any faction in Bende. We are unifying as a formidable force in Bende. And opposition will be shocked because people who are saying faction A, faction B, doesn't exist in Bende. We have a system. You know, the heartbeat of the party, of APC in Abia State is Bende. You ask me how?
Why do you say that?
I say so because it's the only local government in the southeast that has a House of Assembly member APC, a House of Rep member APC, a senator APC. There's no other place in Southeast. So people can come and tell you anything, and some people made it happen, and I happen to be one of those who made it happen.
So
you know, I can't just wake up and say I'm leaving APC. Why should I leave APC when I know APC is going to win the central government again? How will I be attracting what I want to use to develop my people if I go to Mickey Mouse party? I'm not going to any Mickey Mouse party. I am here, and I will run here. My president will win in my federal constituency, and all the people line up. My governor will win in my federal constituency. My senator will win in my federal constituency. I will win in my federal constituency. That my House of Assembly members will win in my federal constituency. You will see it happen, because campaign is no longer in words.
Okay.
Campaign is now showcase the work done. I have used 2.5 years and 3 years to tell people that I don't talk the talk. I walk the talk. That all my manifesto was not just a piece of paper thrown up to misdirect or misguide the people. Everything I put in there, I'm following them paragraph by paragraph, and that is how leadership is supposed to be. In fact, that was why I left overseas to come here to provide good leadership. Go to Bende. It's not about talk. You go to Facebook, you see what my boys who are taking photograph of projects they are doing. Sometimes I even forget some of the projects that we have done. We've done so much because we refuse to present ourselves at the center. We presented Bende people. We refuse to build new houses. We refuse to buy new cars. We refuse to, live a larger than life attitude. We are accessible. We eat corn with our brothers on the street. We don't need so much security to walk around, because the people are the ones securing me. Seeing that the road they are working on, I built it under 2.5 years, and I can mention so many roads going on, bridge going on. Bridges, not even one going on, water, boreholes, solar energy, name them, schools. We are working under 2.5 years. So my people knows that it's only APC that can do that for them in Bende. No other party has done. PDP has been there for a very long time, and they know it. They know. Let me tell you, because I represented APC, PDP, ABGA, SDP, name them. All of them, I represented all of them, including new ones coming up, YPP, APP, whatever it is that they are coming. I represented everybody. Because of that, most of my votes will come from other parties than APC. We'll watch it. I will get elected.
So sure
I'm so confident, very, very confident. I'm going. Can't you see my cap? I'm wearing my Ishiago cap. I'm ready for. Can you see how I'm dressed? I am ready for the battle to increase the development of Bende people. This Ishiago means I'm ready for battle. When a man in my status, I have about 7 to 8 chieftaincy titles. When I wear this, I'm ready to fight for Bende, and nothing is going to stop it. APC will have a landslide victory in Bende, and the margin will be so overwhelming that Nigeria will be shocked. And that's the truth. And they are not going to do it because they like my face or like my party. They are going to do it because I have shown evidence of good governance.
Okay.
And I can beat my chest any day to say that I've broken the ceiling, I've broken the record. If anybody has broken it more than me, let them show me. I make bold to say that the government of the President Muhammadu Buhari and the Speaker of the House, they have supported me so much. The Deputy Speaker of the House, the Appropriation Chairman, and all the leaders have supported me to build Bende. So the credit goes to all of them. And I can tell you, if I go back to the House, you can imagine what is going to happen, because I'm now going in as a ranking member. I will now have a better opportunity, a better access, a better knowledge. I will double or triple what I have done in the first tenure. Just multiply that. If I had been there for 12 years, like some people have been there for 12 years, just multiply what I've done in 12 years, 2.5 years. Multiply it by, 4. Okay? Multiply what I've done 3 years, multiply it by 4, and tell me why Bende will not be like a small London. But because they go there with a different agenda, they don't think about the people. It's all about them. It's about their arrogance. It's about their ego. For me, it's about those people who are there, and they are rejoicing. And I always say that the scripture that I read says, when the righteous is in authority, the people rejoice, and that is why they are rejoicing. Okay. The scripture also said that he has brought us out of darkness into his marvelous light, that we may show forth the praises of him who has done that. And when you see those old women ride on that road, or walk on that road, or drink that water, or their kids are no longer sitting on the floor, and they raise their hand, they say, Chineke melao, Chineke keledrigo, God, we thank you for bringing this to us. That praises is being given to God, and it means that I'm using my leadership as a steward to showcase the praises of him who has called Bende out of darkness. Bende will never go back to that darkness.
All right.
And anybody listening to me now must say amen. Bende will not go back to the darkness of underdevelopment, of one person enriching his or her pocket against the common interest of the people. Bende is out now to work more and make sure that it's a pride of place for all these great minds who are from Bende. We have great minds in Bende, and when they think about home, their heart bleeds. I have come to wipe their tears. All right, and I will continue.
Representative Benjamin Kalu is so confident of victory.
Very, very confident.
And let's talk about how united the party is, because you're so confident of victory in Bende. What about your party in Abia State?
You see, when you
is the party united?
The party
are the members united?
Listen, when you are coming into election, there are a lot of interest groups. Now we have about 3 or 4 or 5 candidates who want to be governor. You don't expect all of them to agree. If they agree, then what is the beauty of democracy?
Okay, before we get to that point, let's talk about
all of them have people who follow them who have also.
Let's talk about the leadership tussle first.
Yes.
Because at some point there were parallel state conventions that led to the 2 chairmen being produced, but it seems that has been settled because on the program last week you mentioned Dr.
Dr. Nonubu was rectified by the convention.
Yes.
And the convention, National Convention, is the highest decision-making body of the party.
So that has been put to
rest. So if the National Convention has rectified his executive, any other thing you are doing is an exercise in futility. It will take another convention to remove them. And that is why I'm telling people, this political party is not our father's house. I could live today and join another party, and then the people will vote for me, and that's the truth. It's about individual. They know me. They know what I'm able to do. I can live and say, I don't want APC today, and then the people will still vote for me. So why do I have to kill myself because of APC? So if the National Convention, the highest decision body, has said, this is who we are rectifying, it behooves the leadership of our Abia State now to sit together and say, okay, granted that this is what they have said, and not conceding that what they have said is in line with what the true position is. Let us find a way of incorporating and accommodating the interests of all the people who felt grieved. That is what it has been since I joined politics. It has been like that.
Okay.
In 2002, a committee was set up headed by PC Onyebu. who was the former chairman of PDP here, and he was to reconcile me back to the party because I was aggrieved because of how the primaries took place in 2002 that produced Maja, who went to the House of Rep. I went there and we healed our wound. In fact, my house I built in 2002, it was Maja, who was my opponent, that came and laid the foundation of my house. The ceremonial foundation laying was my opponent. And I took him to all the campaign and he won. So there's a point where you say, okay, we are at this point, let us rectify and move on. To begin to look at any other structure at the moment may not be the best thing, but there is something in the offing, and that is this meeting that we are calling. Probably it will come in after the primaries, where we sit as brothers, because we were first brothers before we became politicians.
At the state level,
both at the state level, both at the local government level, to be able to sit down and say, let's adjust this. Okay, you people will have this, we will have this, so that we'll hit the sense of belonging. I will never leave any of my followers. You see all those followers who have worked with me and have delivered me in the election, I want to say it openly, I will never leave them. And as their leader, I will never be party to anybody who will rubbish my followers, who has become either secretary or chairman of local government or chairman of ward. Or I will not. There must be something for them.
Okay.
But at the right time, we will sit down and it will happen in the next coming weeks. It's not something. It would have happened tomorrow, but because of all this engagement, we are leaving it for the primaries. After the primaries, we will sit down with faction A, faction B as a house, and we'll see how do we structure so that we can deliver, bountiful harvest of votes out of Bende.
Right.
And it is going to be done because my followers, they listen to me and I also listen to them.
Still talking about politics, still talking party politics. What is the relationship, present relationship between yourself and your mentor, which you've mentioned severally on this platform, Dr. Orji Uzor Kalu, the senator representing you
relationship
at the National Assembly? Insinuations, there are speculations, and it will be nice for you to speak to that on the program this morning. Maybe probably lay that to rest, that things might not be going on well between the both of you.
Why?
Probably because of interest and
which interest?
Issues in the APC.
I
would like you to address that.
There is no issues with the APC. I am with Ojikalo 101%. I mean, we've come a long way. What is holding me and Ojikalo is beyond politics. I've always said it. What is holding Ojikalo and me? So if we fight in politics, what of our businesses? What of other interests that we share? So it's not. There's nothing at all. There is no. We have meeting every week. In fact, 2 times or 3 times a week. He remains my mentor. Even if I'm governor tomorrow or president tomorrow, Ojikalo remains my mentor, and nobody can change that. That is the truth. He remains my leader. I chose it. It's my decision, and we've come a long way. And I want to teach Igbos, about loyalty. Although loyalty doesn't mean stupidity. But loyalty means ability to submit yourself to somebody you considered a bigger leader.
Okay.
Because I have also people who are following me. It doesn't mean stupidity. Some people have told me so many times, leave Ojikalo, leave Ojikalo. Ojikalo is doing this to you. Ojikalo is doing that to you. Ojikalo is there. I usually ask them, who is the best? Who is the angel? I also tell Ojikalo to his face sometimes. I say, you are not an angel. And I know what you are doing. You're not an angel. He will answer me, with a great laughter and say, who is an angel? Nobody is an angel. Even the Pope himself is not an angel. So you see, in loyalty, there are things, sometimes you bear pain, you bear a burden, and you keep going. That is loyalty. Sometimes you stomach some things, but as per saying, Ojikalo and myself have issues. Those insinuations are devilish from the pit of hell. He is my brother, he is my leader, he is my mentor. We are together. There is nothing that I'm doing in politics that he doesn't know. There is nothing that is happening around his own politics that I don't know. We share everything you see is politics. And I can tell you, if you see me in a meeting or you don't see me in a meeting, Ojikalo knows about it.
All right.
If you see my name anywhere or you don't see my name anywhere, Ojikalo knows about it. I can tell you that categorically clear. And he cannot say he does not know. And I cannot say he doesn't know. So we are one and the same. And I want to encourage other people in the state. Find a leader. Follow him. He may not be perfect. You are not perfect. That is following as well.
All right.
Your leader is not perfect. You are not perfect. And we'll keep moving until we get what we are doing. What is important in this relationship is that we are 2 partners interested in the same objective of developing Bende.
Okay.
You can see the amount of work he's doing, and you can see how I'm complimenting him. He might be doing 100 job, if I use my 20 to support him, Bende will have 120. But if he has somebody who is with him, who he is doing 100 and the person is doing nothing, then they will only have 100.
Okay.
So no matter what Ojekalo does, his party will not have the kind of glory that they have. But with me, if he's doing 10 and I'm doing 2, that 2 will make Bende to have 12.
All right.
That is the.
We need to get reactions.
No worries. I'm here.
Now, now that you've mentioned that there are no issues and the reconciliation process in APC is ongoing, let's throw the lines open. 0808 182 6949 or 0811 605 2949. You can also drop messages on 0906 510 8289. We're live on Facebook. You can drop your comments. It's facebook.com/Flow949FM. Ben Kalu'S mandate, bridging the gap between the parliament and the people. We've been speaking with Representative Benjamin Kalu, representing Bende Federal Constituency in the National Assembly. Glad to have you join us. Welcome to Ben Kalu'S mandate. Hello, good morning to you. Hello, good morning. You're live on radio. Good morning.
Michael, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Honorable Ben Kalu, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
This is Lovely. I'm calling from Omoda Okurota.
All right, Lovely. What's your contribution?
Michael, let me ask Honorable, why can't I will put my in insecurity ready for insecurity ready for Southeast? You people, Honorable Ben, you people ready for Federal House of Assembly. Why can't you people put heads together for this thing? I'm sure.
Can you take your question again, please, and be more audible?
I said, for this, then them can wait for House of Assembly, Federal House of Assembly. Why can't them put your heads together and stop insecurity waiting for Southeast? This killing is too much. We can't kill ourselves. If we finish killing ourselves, who will vote for us? Who will vote for each other? So for Muna, stop the killings. And this Nnamdi Kanu waiting for we are doing campaign for voting by.
Oh, okay. I will appreciate if you finalize your thoughts. Call back to finalize your thoughts. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. 0808 182 6949. 0811 605 2949. Hello, good morning to you. Welcome to Ben Kalu'S mandate.
Hello, good morning.
Thank you for joining us.
My name is Kelechi, and I'm speaking from Bende.
All right, Kelechi.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yeah, honestly speaking, I really want to agree with you that you have really broken the record. You have given them the people the second a sense of belonging. You have really shown the federal constituency that the Federal House of Rep member can actually achieve all you have achieved for the good people of the federal constituency. Even more than a state governor, would have achieved within a short time. You've really done noble. No matter say
All right.
Then, please, sir, what is? I want to ask a question, sir.
Go on, please.
Yeah, what is the Southeastern political leaders doing to politically resolve the illegal arrest and detention of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu? Because I think that is one of the reasons why all these outrageous societies are being carried out in the whole of Southeast. Because
all right, thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. We do appreciate it. Hello, good morning to you.
Michael.
Yes, good morning. What's your name?
Thank you. My name is from Romania Local. I'm calling from Amba.
All right.
Yeah, Honorable Benjamin Ekaro, have a wonderful morning.
Thank you, sir.
Please, let me put my question this way. I'm a member of All Progressive Congress, the Special Grace of God. I want to appeal to you as one of the jumbo stakeholders we have in Adia APC.
because I know that the way situation now, the way things are going in our party, concern who will be the governorship candidate of All Progressive Congress, have created a lot of loopholes. Agitation is high, but it's clear to me that the party, I don't know if they are looking at somebody who will galvanize, interact and interface with people and win an election, or you are looking at somebody that I see as an Atema in the state. Please, sir, for the betterment of Abian, you should look at somebody who has the capacity, the charisma, the potential, and the capability of governance an election and win an election in Abia. I said what is happening in PDP today, let him be a case study to people to do the needful. Have a wonderful morning.
All right, thank you so much, comrade from Abba. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello?
Yes, welcome to Ben Kalu'S Mandate. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
All right.
Please, there is a question I want to ask. It's about this security at the state here. Please, why is this kind of thing happening to this other state? Government them, they do that. Why? Because people are campaigning to for them. It's no good help and other state security. What payment, nothing. We should help us and tell our governor.
All right, he's saying you should advise the governor on security. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Michael Onu.
All right, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Honorable sir, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
This is Ndobo Kodakra. I'm calling from Umuaya South.
All right.
Please, I have this question. I am a member of APC. This primary election, now that APC is a passion vote, are they going to join the primaries together, or are they going to do the primaries separately? Thank you.
All right. Thank you for that. Let's take this then. We'll run through the messages both on the Facebook and SMS line. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir, Mr. Good morning, sir, Mr. Michael.
You're welcome. Good morning.
Good morning, my honorable.
Good morning.
Honorable, I've heard all you said. The truth is that you said all truths. I am calling from Zitan. I have seen
what's your name,
all
please?
you have done. My name is Okori Chukwuka from Zitan, sir. I have seen what Honorable have done I have 2.5 years in Bende. He had changed Bende to something else. Road construction everywhere. I tell one person, those people buying card forms from other parties coming to challenge Ben Carlo in Bende. They can't reap what they have not. So Ben has done very well. This is the first time I've seen a House of Member clapping roads everywhere. I must tell the word. I don't know if God will bless him or read him out. They offended me in APC last time. I defected to APC, but wherever I am, I will still vote for Another Ben because he made us proud. I want to thank him. God will continue to bless him every day.
All right, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us. Good morning, Honorable Ben. Welcome back from your trip and happy birthday in arrears. At the time of passing the law, what were the House members thinking of? If the amendment is not in the interest of the statutory delegates, why the clamor for the assent of Mr. President? Agu Bende, keep on with your development strides. Alex, all right, thank you, Alex. Good morning, Honorable Ben. Okay, we the good people, we bless God for who made it possible for us to witness good governance and representation in action today. The dual of Benjamin Kalu for Bende, His Excellency, Senator Ojuzo Kalu for Abia North are examples of good combo and God-sent leaders, we the good people of Itumbuzo wish to express our profound gratitude to Honorable Ben. The now constructed road along the difficult Bende Itumbuzo road has elicited immeasurable joy amongst the people. And may God bless you and indeed the entire Bende constituency. We surely say thank you, and we will make sure your comeback is a reality. Chief Issa Abraham from Itumbuzo. Thank you. We've seen a good representative in Honorable Ben. With less than 3 years, he did what some representatives couldn't do in 12 years. Really don't see one coming to take over from him. We, the Bende people, stand with him. Okafor Emmanuel from Alai. All right, let's run through your response because of our time.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Okafor Emmanuel, comrade Emmanuel C. Okafor from Alai, where the PDP candidate is from. He's saying that I don't see anybody coming to take over from Honorable Ben because I'm building a road, even in Alai as we speak. They are drinking my water, building a road, and more coming in there. Thank you, Alex, on the Electoral Act. I have tried to explain that. And Okore Chuku from Ozitem, God will bless you for being honest. There's something you said that reconfirmed my position, that many people that will vote for me may not be card-carrying members of APC. He said, I left APC for another party, but wherever I am, I will vote for you from there. That is the spirit. If I tell you the number of calls I've received from all the political parties, since the candidate of PDP emerged, and how they pledged their support, you will be so amazed. It's going to be a Bender project, not a political party project. I am bigger than the political party project as it is. I'm a Bender project, and it will not be taken for granted when I emerge there.
All right.
Thank you for the man who called from Umuahia South in the Boka. Whether the primaries will be done separately, no. There will only be one primaries as approved by the National Working Committee. The guidelines will be forwarded to us. On the issue of Comrade Okawoke, who is a member of my party, I know him. He said, are we looking for those who have capacity or those who will not be able to win election? It is not we that will look, it's us. It is all about all of us looking for, who will be able to win election for us. So let's keep searching among the candidates who are out there. It is up to us to decide. So it's not what somebody will enter into the room and do. And I wish the party well in selecting. I am not running for governorship. If I was running for governorship, I'll tell you I have capacity to fix Abia State. And if you doubt it, you go to Bend and see what I've done. But I am not running for governorship. And any day I run for governorship, I will win because people will see the example I've set and they will know that I will use it and fix Abia State. And definitely, that when that day comes, I will fix Abia State. But for now, I'm sure the party will select those who will represent them. On the issue of Southeast,
okay.
I like the commendation from Onyebuchi, who commended what I'm doing, and also said that the Southeast leader should do something about Nnamdi Kanu. To be honest, I want Nnamdi Kanu to be out. If Nnamdi Kanu is out, most of these people who are using his name and claiming that his ESN, his IPOB, it will not be accountable to him. It is a more strategic decision for the government to release Nnamdi Kanu. If he's out, it will be easier to control. I know this. And that is why I'm on the forefront of saying, let justice be done. Let's find a way to make sure that this gentleman is released and easily monitored. And then make him accountable for those who say they are ESN, those who say they are IPOB, who are going on the frolic of their own against the mandate of what actually the agitation stands for. Will be accountable to Nnamdi Kanu. But if you lock him up there, you cannot hold him accountable. And things are happening, people are using his name. So the South East National Assembly members, we met last time, and I spoke on the television, and I spoke boldly that you cannot wave it away that there is no IPOB, there is no ESN, and all the rest of them. But what do we do about it? We should find a diplomatic way of using a backdoor channel to make sure we bring this our brother out from there, to allow him be accountable for whatever structure that he has set up, that people are asking him about. It's a very important thing and it's very dear to my heart. And to be honest, I will before the next election, I would like him to be out before the next election. If he's out before the next election, there'll be more sanity around the space. And I will keep fighting. I will not, I will never deny Nnamdi Kanu. He's my brother. He's from here. I can never do that. But we have to make sure that what is before the court, that the court will handle what they're supposed to handle, and we'll get him out for him to be accountable for those who are handling what they are doing. On the issue of insecurity and the southeast, honestly, the governors, National Assembly members, we should all sit together and see how we can do an integration that will cover the whole region. Thank you very much. Time will not allow me to go through all of them.
The lines are still buzzing anyways, but unfortunately we can't take more reactions. Thank you so much, Honorable Benjamin Okezekalu, for joining us this week on Ben Kalu's Mandate. The program returns next week. My name is Michael O'Neill.